G-Roll Electronic Productions, baby.
Welcome to DEMOCREPUBLIX, where we cover the real news that matter to we the people. CDC director now says new data shows breakthrough cases in vaccinated people can spread as much virus as unvaccinated. This is from the Gateway Pundit. Y'all need to share this out. This information need to be put out there so people are aware. Even though y'all know I've been talking about this. I've been talking about this for a while. For me, looking at the studies, basically showing that, and then all the CDC finally admit what most people that actually look at the studies already know, that just because you get the jab don't mean that you can't spread spread COVID. So like I always say, time and time again, since the inception of the vaccine, if it works as good as they say it do, then why do people have to wear a mask, and why we still have to social distance? It's because it's not as effective as they say it is. I don't even know why they even call it a vaccine, because it's not. It doesn't do what most vaccines do. It doesn't cure anything. It barely protects you against anything. I mean, just read the studies for yourself. YouTube, I'm just quoting the studies, and even with the CDC director, even they're admitting that just because you take the jab don't mean that it's going to stop the spread. So what is the point of getting the jab then? The article says, Center for Disease Control and Prevention Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky is now saying that the new data show breakthrough cases in vaccinated individuals can spread as much virus as an unvaccinated person. The CDC has now changed the course yet again and is now calling for fully vaccinated Americans to wear masks indoors in places with substantial or high transmission, including universal masking in schools. Welp said, "No offense, but are you? What do you mean? Am I brain dead?" She said this. How am I brain dead by quoting? I'm about to quote her now, and I wonder if it's a video on here. If they got the video of her actually saying it. I'm not making this stuff up. I read the studies myself, and I read what they say, and I recite what they say. So what are you talking about, Weplup? Yes, only in breakthrough cases, not on... breakthrough doesn't really mean anything. What is a breakthrough case? That's just some term they made up. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's people that's getting the jab. It's still spreading it, just like people that don't get the jab. I mean, so what are you talking about? Yeah, I'm just saying. Breakthrough, that means absolutely nothing. It just means, it's just a term they created. Basically, just because you got the jab doesn't mean you can stop spreading it. That's why they want you to wear masks again, even though I showed the studies that show that masks does absolutely nothing on protection of coronaviruses. I have the studies. I can pull them up right now if you want me to. The likelihood of getting it when is far less. That is untrue. I've seen the studies. I can show you the studies. Let me finish this article. Then I can pull up some of the studies. Actual peer-reviewed study that you might not know because you don't know me. But I'm gonna let you know something. I study advanced statistics. I can look at these studies and interpret them, and because I'm trained to interpret studies. So when I say I read the studies, not only did I read the studies, but I understand them, and I can relay them to in layman terms for people that don't understand how to read these studies, peer-reviewed studies. I'm not saying anything that's crazy out there. I have the receipts. I have the studies for myself. But she said, in her own words, quote, "In rare occasions, some vaccinated people infected with the Delta variant after vaccination may be contagious and spread the virus to others," Walensky said during a press briefing on Tuesday. "This new science is worrisome and unfortunately warrants an update to our recommendation." But you got to understand, people get the virus is on rare occasions. So what? I don't understand what that means. What does that mean on rare occasions? Well, Walensky claimed that the new information gathered last week shows that those infected with the Delta variant could carry the same viral load as unvaccinated infected people, according to a report from ABC News. Despite giving these new recommendations, the CDC director continued to demand that people go get vaccinated. Let's see. You said masks do work, cuck. Okay, name calling. You doing ad hominem attacks. Just hit me with facts, man, instead of the ad hominem attacks. 6,000 dead Americans and you spread the garbage, you unpatriotic F. Okay, first of all, I served in the armed forces. I was in the Air Force, so calling me unpatriotic when you probably didn't serve anything, it doesn't faze me at all. Second, let's see. You called me garbage. How about you hit me with facts instead of the ad hominem attacks? Hit me with some stats. How about that? Getting unvaccinated continues to prevent severe illness, hospitalization, and death, even with Delta. It also helps to reduce the spread of the virus in our community. Vaccinated individuals continue to represent a very small amount of transmission occurring around the country, Walensky said. The CDC has issued guidance earlier this month that suggested vaccinated students and staff were fine to go to school without masks. Quote, CDC recommends localities encourage universal indoor masking for all teachers, staff, students, and visitors to the schools, regardless of vaccinated status. The CDC wrote in a summary of the new guidance, quote, children should return to full-time in-person learning in the fall with the proper prevention strategies are in place. Walensky claimed that the news that vaccinated people will still have to wear masks weigh heavily on her. Quote, this weighs heavily on me. I know at 18 months through this pandemic, not only are people tired, they're frustrated, Walensky said, and I know that in context, all that, it is not welcome piece of news that masking is going to be a part of people's lives who have already been vaccinated. I'm not wearing a mask unless I'm at work. That's the only way. She claimed that the vaccinated people will have to wear masks again due to people who opted not to take the jab, continuing to pit the nation against each other. And that's exactly what's going on, as you can see from the comment that I'm getting from this individual here. I'm glad you used to be a patriot. What happened? Used to be? I never stopped being a patriot. This moment, and most importantly, the associated illness, suffering, and death could have been avoided with higher vaccination coverage in this country. And we have no proof of that. She's just spewing stuff. I ain't seen no stats that say that. Walensky added that if more people don't get vaccinated, the virus could mutate to potentially evade our vaccines. Well, I saw a study that says actually the jabs are actually causing the mutations. I see it in one study. So let me pull up some of these studies since I got comments from the Peanut Gallery. And the guy don't know what he's talking about here. Let's see. And shout out to the one that sent me this this study yesterday. I'm sorry I can't remember your name, but I appreciate you sending this to me. If y'all come across any studies or anything like that, reporting this stream to Twitch. Oh my God, I got the Stasi after me, man. This is crazy. Like, you can't even report the news. I literally quoted what she said. So you can report it to Twitch. I don't care, man. I don't care about that stuff. It means absolutely nothing to me. That's not going to stop me from reporting the truth. Instead of reporting stuff to Twitch, how about you go and look into what I'm saying? How about that? Where is that? Let's see. Where is that article? That study from, wasn't it yesterday? Here we go. COVID. Here we go. All right. Let's check it out. Facts about COVID again. This is Swiss Policy Research. And I'm going to show you right here what it says about mask. Number 10, mask. There is still little to no scientific evidence for the effectiveness of cloth face masks in the general population, and the introduction of mandatory masks couldn't contain or slow the epidemic in most countries. If used improperly, masks may increase the risk of infection. So report that to Twitch. Report that to Twitch. And let's see, right here in the vaccines, real world studies have shown a high but rapidly decreasing effectiveness of COVID vaccines. Moreover, severe and fatal vaccine side effects have been reported even in young people. A previous COVID infection generally offers better protection than the vaccination. These are facts. These are facts. And I read today, I can't remember where I read it in, on what article, but I read an article today. I have to see the study for myself because I haven't actually looked at the actual study, but a study showed that the effectiveness of one of the jabs, I can't remember which one, but it went down to 82%. They revised the effectiveness of the jab, and I think it was like it went down to 82 or 85%. It might have been 82%. I can't really remember. It was in the 80s, but the effectiveness went down. So they don't work as good as they said at the beginning. And these are facts. These are studies. So if Twitch want to ban me for reciting facts and reciting peer-reviewed studies, something called science, then go ahead and have at it. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, and check out DEMOCREPUBLIX.com for the latest in news. Until next time, y'all.